Hey, howdy, howdy. Welcome back to the Hardcore Podcast. This is episode 113, and I'm your host, Christopher Norwood.
And I'm your host, Robert Melton.
Well, as you can see, we're doing things a little differently this week, just testing out some things, because previous to our latest episode, we missed 3 weeks, and we want to make sure that we don't really do that again. So if this works out, then we can hopefully not miss another, week's episode.
In theory, yeah, that would be the...
In theory, yes. Sometimes things just do happen, and we're just super busy. But the weather was mainly what impacted us not being able to record those weeks. So, and not making it to each other's. Well, you making it here to the stew.
Yes, this will definitely make it a little easier, in theory.
Yeah. So
for those mishaps.
Yeah. Hopefully this turns out pretty well. Very different, but kind of exciting, kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like different. But without further ado, I say we just get right into it.
Let's do it.
Robert can't hear anything. I'm just solo, just jamming to the intro. All right, and that's it.
Awesome.
All right. So, buddy, as always, how you been? How are things?
Pretty good, and not so bad. You?
So bad, but not so bad?
Exactly, yeah. Pretty good, not so bad.
Yeah,
so
pretty good. Oh, okay.
Somewhere in the middle there.
There you go. Robert likes to keep the balance. He likes to keep it somewhere in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, whenever he finds himself a little too happy, he's got to reel it in. It's like, no. Let me remember the sad times real quick. Let me get back to a middle point.
Pretty much. I mean, it's emotions everywhere. You gotta stay neutral.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, I think there's some actual logic in there. You dig deep enough.
I suppose. But there's one big subject we have to talk about.
One big. Is this the inauguration? I just feel like that's a big. Not that we would have to talk about it, but that's just like a big subject. I don't know. That's where my mind went.
I suppose.
New president. But that's fair, not it. Yeah. That's not it.
Not for the gaming community, no.
Yeah.
Let's just say there's been a return.
There's been a return.
Yeah. I think Nintendo might be back.
Where did they go?
Who the fuck's buying the Switch, bro?
It's only just like breaking
It's only
records.
the second. Yeah, it's only the second best-selling console of all time.
Right. So it didn't dethrone the PS2 after like Christmas.
I don't think it has
stuff?
yet. Nah, I don't think so yet.
I wonder what they could do if they even are able to make one last valiant effort.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of skeptical on the Switch 2 being like backwards compatible, but it is. And it being so similar, because like what's the point in buying a Switch when you just get the Switch Pro, or the Switch 2, which is essentially a Switch Pro.
Right.
Now, because it's going to run better, it's going to pretty much cost the same, like a ticketed Nintendo Switch now. I think they're estimated to be like $400 is what I'm seeing online.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. I don't think it makes sense for it to be any more expensive than that.
Yeah, that would be weird, right?
Yeah.
Like you
like
wouldn't
a $500 Switch 2.
Yeah, and you wouldn't do like a midway, like $450. That'd just be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 50 mark is usually when it's like on sale or something.
Mm-hmm. So I wonder how much an actual Switch would drop. Because if they do want to hit that number, then I guess that would make the most sense to drop it in price once the Switch 2 comes out.
Yeah. I don't know if they would do this, but the only thing that like I guess what makes the most sense to me would be like the normal Switch at a $200 price point, then the OLED at like $250. And where would that put the what is it called? The actual just solely dedicated handheld one? Is it called the Mini Switch?
Oh, what the hell is that thing called?
Yeah, what the hell?
Switch
is that
Lite.
thing called?
The Switch Lite.
Yeah. So I don't know. Where would that put that at? Like 150? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how much they're actually making per system, but I imagine like most of the money is going to go towards like creating the product, and then you're getting like maybe, I don't know, 25%.
Yeah. I mean,
like on top.
They are, Nintendo is all about business, standing on business. But at that point, like, you've already made so much money, you got buku money coming in. I would just be like, hey, what can we put this price at to break that record?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'd be shooting for. Like, hell yeah, Switch. That was the number one selling console of all time. You know, what price can I put it at to beat the PS2?
Yeah, but like if I didn't have a Switch now, and I had seen the Switch 2 coming out, there's no way I would go out and buy a Switch.
Oh, right. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm thinking more so.
So it would have to be like
parents,
dumb cheap.
Yeah, parents like, oh, well, I mean, you wanted this for a while, and now it's super cheap, and
that's true.
Yeah, because even like the new games coming out, I imagine that they will still be available on the Switch for a little while. You know, we still got PS4, Xbox One games coming out for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
But, they usually will support the previous gen for a few years when moving on to the next gen.
Speaking of, that's what the Switch 2 is speculated to run like. It's like PS4, Xbox One, which we had previously, probably a year or two ago, speculated it would be.
Right. Which, to me, sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's God of War type shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's what people need to remember. Because I feel like people can like hear that and be like, "Oh man, Nintendo always behind." But it's like, did you not play God of War 2018? Can you imagine that? But like, the equivalent in the Pokemon style, but the equivalent of that,
Could I imagine it? Yes. Will we ever get it? No.
No. Look. The thing is, you can have just have Pokemon, maybe the tiniest bit, little more detail, but just have it run well. I think that's what we want. That's what players want.
That's literally it. That's all I want.
That's it. Yeah, don't have it look 4K-esque, but then give us 20 frames. Just have it like look the same, maybe a little bit more crisp, a little more texture. But just, hit that 60 mark. That's literally what we all want.
Yeah, so I'm imagining it'll probably run similar to like the PS4 and the Xbox One. Maybe not to like the Pro level, like a PS4 Pro, but with like DLSS and like AI integration. I feel like that's something they've been working on for sure.
Yeah, I mean, that is, like, imagine... again, we were talking about the 5000 series NVIDIA cards last episode, and how taking that 5070, for example, and it running and hitting like 4090 numbers, but because of AI. So think of like the next gen. Like I know Switch is kind of hitting that next gen for them, and they won't have a new console after the Switch 2 for a while. But like the next PlayStation, the next Xbox, I feel like you're almost going to be hitting that PC equivalent just because of AI and it being integrated into consoles. It's just going to shorten that gap even more.
Yeah.
And when the Switch is able to do that on a handheld, sheesh.
Yeah, we're almost at a ceiling.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be hard to like hit a breaking point where we're at.
Yeah,
in like
absolutely.
modern video games.
And that's what I feel with and I haven't even seen one yet, so I haven't seen the clarity. I'm sure it's incredible. But like an 8K TV,
Mm-hmm.
like how that's got to be. How do you do better than that? You know, I know we've talked about it a little
Yeah.
bit, but like I remember
Gotta
when
go
we first seen
16K.
4K, it was just like, whoa. I'm sure 8K is going to be like, okay, that's you could definitely tell it's better, but like 4K is still amazing. But like when you exceed 8K, like are you going to, for the most part, we kind of like the trend is almost like 1.5 or double 4K
Yeah.
to 8K, 16K. Like there's no way our eyes can even see that.
Oh hell
There's
no.
no way we're gonna see the difference.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't see it.
Yeah.
It's got to be so minute. And like, who the hell's filming in a 16K camera?
Yeah. And again, that's probably maybe not so far, but 8K TVs and monitors aren't even like regularly on the market. So like 16K, if that's what it's going to be, it's still pretty far away.
Even like the file size for something like that, like by the end of this podcast, this camera, it'll be like 40 gigs. Probably.
Like you're saying, if it was
The file size will be 40 gigs filmed at 1080p. Now you could over double that at 4K.
Oh yeah.
And then imagine 8K or even
dude,
higher.
I literally can't.
Yeah, so that just the storage on a device would have to be like astronomical. And then like trying to download like a video game with like 16K textures or some shit. Like you're talking about terabytes.
Well, that just came to mind. All right, so megabytes into gigabytes, this many gigabytes into terabytes. Is there a term for that many terabytes into the next thing? Is there a byte for that? A byte term?
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
Here, let me...
Like, how many gigabytes are into terabytes? Like, over 1,000, right? Or
Yeah,
right
like
at 1,000.
I want to say. A petabyte is the extreme over a terabyte.
A petabyte.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'd never heard that term before. Never really
and then
thought
that
about
goes
that.
to exabytes, zettabytes,
gosh.
yottabytes. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Petabytes. Hey, how many petabytes are on this PS6?
Yeah, that's nuts.
That's crazy. 1 petabyte. Damn. That's so nuts, dude.
Yeah, I could definitely see that in maybe like 15 years.
Yeah.
Because if we are getting onto that kind of level shit.
Right. So with us talking about the Nintendo Switch 2, we finally got that reveal trailer. We haven't talked or had an episode since. What were your impressions of that?
Well, first of all, it was out of nowhere. I figured they would have held out for maybe Pokemon Day or something, or some kind of event, but no, they were just like, here. Like, obviously, there's been a bunch of leaks.
It really was out of nowhere, yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's because so many leaks have been coming out. And I've been like, it might be real, it might not be. And then turns out that guy that had released that model, yeah, he was right.
Oh, the CES?
Yeah.
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 I mean, that was pretty ballsy to go to a showcase like that and to have, like, the wrong thing. That would be, I mean, your company's done.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I guess he had to have some type of credibility or seen something, some good proof to show it off like that.
You're fucking with Nintendo.
Yeah, I wonder if like that company, if there's any, I don't know. I wonder if they got in trouble with anything.
Yeah, it's a good question. There might be some laws in there that, I mean, he didn't know technically, so
yeah,
it was just like a prototype type ordeal.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like really look into it, but so I'm guessing all right, if you haven't seen the trailer, I mean, definitely what are you even listening to this for? Like, and you haven't seen it. Check it out. But it was definitely showcasing, there was definitely a focus on the console. And it was showcasing, like, the screen size and the magnetic, like, Joy-Con controllers. And it was showing off what we can all assume is the next Mario Kart, Mario Kart 9. I'm guessing maybe that's going to be a release title or come out very soon, maybe this year.
I could
with
see that.
Nintendo Switch 2. It'd be pretty smart, like, to have like a Mario Kart 9 edition, like, bundle. Yeah, I would have to watch the trailer again because I wasn't really looking. It wasn't like showing it too close and in depth, so I wasn't like looking at, like, how good does this Mario Kart 9 look? But it did include, like, almost like pit stops where you'd have to, like, fuel up. So maybe it's adding a whole other mechanic, making it more realistic.
I'll be honest. When I watched that trailer, that was like the last thing I was even looking at was the game that was playing on there. I was just like, all right, it's Mario Kart.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
There's
not
12
even,
of them.
It's like the number one biggest selling game on the Switch, just because it's easy to put in and play, and it's such a family game and just like a party game. But
and it sells along the Switch.
Yeah, but I'm not like the biggest Mario Kart guy.
Yeah, it's definitely fun, but yeah.
But I thought
everybody has a copy.
I mean, the design for the most part kind of the same, bigger screen. I'm thinking I can't remember if it showed off the or showed off whether it was higher resolution or not, but like I think it looked pretty sleek. I think it looked pretty modern.
I don't think they had.
I thought it was a good design.
They didn't give any specs. We'll get that April 2nd during their little showcase.
Right.
Yeah, all we got was slightly bigger, sleek. Hopefully some Joy-Cons that hold up and don't get stick drift. And I am a little concerned about the magnetic Joy-Cons, though, because like the actual piece that it clamps onto is on the console itself versus like the other way where it should have like the male end on the Joy-Con, you know what I mean? Because like, say it goes on there wrong, wear and tear over the years and it just snaps off. What do you do?
Right.
You gotta get a new console, right?
I had seen some videos of people's concerns about certain things like that, and like, people taking the console and almost just like, snapping it like this, what would happen? But I don't know. I'm just gonna hold my thoughts until, April. Maybe we I don't know. Maybe there's just something we don't know about it, because like a big company like this, of course they had to have seen that and think like, well, this would obviously be a problem. We can't do that. That's a design flaw. Like, there's got to be something we're not understanding with it.
Yeah. I mean, there probably is locks to some capacity, just like the regular Joy-Cons have in the actual home system.
Right.
Because it would be weird to like say you're holding it with one hand just by the Joy-Con, how you would do.
Yeah.
And it just falls off.
Yeah, there's got to be something more. It just wouldn't make a lot
of sense.
There's got to be something more. But one thing I am hoping for, and again, I don't think this was on the trailer. Like you said, we'll get more in April. But I would love if, this is one of those, like, let's not take a step back scenario. You gave us the Switch with an OLED model. Please give us an OLED.
Yeah.
Please give us an OLED. Or I don't think they would do this because I don't know if it would be the best, like, business decision. Maybe. I don't know. But, or the option, like, right off the bat, if you're like, hey, this one's a little bit cheaper, LCD, or LED, whatever. But you can pay a little bit more, and here's the OLED model. I really like the OLED model. I love that screen, just how vibrant it is, because I do like to play handheld.
Yes. Yeah, I could see them releasing an OLED They might do it at the start, or it might be, in a 6 months to a year. But I could definitely see that being the $500 model with
Yeah.
like maybe 500 gigabytes storage. Because all right, so a base Switch is 32 gigabytes of storage, I believe,
Right.
4 gigabytes of RAM. This new one, it's so there are some reliable sources online that are saying I think it's 12 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes. So with the OLED, that's a good excuse to like, hey, here's more storage, here's a better screen, here's, give us extra $100 and you can have it.
Yeah.
I feel like that is okay.
It's okay, but I don't think a year later. I can see it being like what they did with the
Yeah.
OLED.
No, it would definitely
console
make
where
sense
it's
to
like
do
the
it
midlife
on
cycle.
launch. Yeah.
But that would
But,
suck.
like,
I would hate that.
OLED Switch exists. Why does a OLED Switch 2 not exist? So
Yeah, don't make us wait for the. I mean, like the LED, the standard Switch screen. Like, obviously, it's not terrible, but like again, the premise of what I'm saying is let's not take a step back. The previous one, the latest rendition of it, had a much better OLED screen. Give
yeah,
us
100%.
that. Yeah, I'm just really hoping.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping that showcase is good. I really want to see some cool ass games and really want some good specs on this thing.
Yeah, no, I'm hyped. I'm super hyped for that. I'm hyped for
I mean,
next month, February. We've just got, especially with like the Switch 2, getting more information on it 2 months later in April. You gotta show us the new Legends game. You have to.
yeah, you have to.
You have
It's supposed to come out this Christmas, pretty much, this holiday season.
So hyped for that. Which we
Yeah.
don't have to segue into it, but that's what I've been doing. I finally hopped back on Legends Arceus.
Oh yeah.
And I was just I've been keeping everyone updated. I've been showing it off, but I wasn't sure if I was gonna restart or just continue to play. Just because, I mean, what I think the most fun that I have when playing that game is like shiny hunting and the flow of it, like grinding and farming for items and making like the sticky globs and all the pokeballs and like hunting and catching a bunch of Pokemon and leveling up while doing so, and just organically shiny hunting while doing all that. Like I love that flow.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna restart just yet. I'll continue to play. And I don't have like Pokemon Home set up, and I haven't transferred all those Pokemon. So
Yeah,
I definitely
that's
have to
fair.
do that first before I
So
decide to restart.
what shinies have you gotten within like the past week or two that you've been playing?
I only got 2, but I have what's the word I'm trying to think of? I have
Snowrun?
no. All right, so yes, I did. That was the first one. I caught the shiny Snorunt. And I've probably put another within the last week, probably another like 10 to 15 hours in, maybe pushing 20.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, I did catch the shiny Snorunt, which will be evolving into a Frostlass, duh.
Yeah.
And a shiny Roselia,
Oh, nice.
which, I mean, I guess I only have one option, but definitely going Roserade with that. Although shiny Roselia is pretty sick. Oh, but what I was going to say was a confession. I do have a confession. I could have caught 3, but I missed one, dude. I
Wait,
missed
what?
one. I missed a shiny.
Oh, how'd you miss it? Did you
So-
go out too far out and it like despawned?
No. I don't know if it necessarily suffers from that same issue, because I know Scarlet and Violet had that. Where if you
I
went too
did
far.
that. I want to say in Arceus. It may have been Scarlet Violet. I can't remember exactly, but in one of those games, I was hunting for a Gyarados, and I was like going in and out on screen, and one popped up as I was going out. It was a red Gyarados, and I got it because I have the video saved on my Switch. But I was like, fuck.
Oh my god.
But like not too much longer, I found it. So Yeah.
Yeah. I think I
Still
don't.
annoying.
I don't think I've ever caught a shiny Gyarados, but I remember I spent like 2 hours catching a shiny Magikarp.
Yeah.
Which again, evolved
Yeah. I
into
think
a
this was one
shiny
of
Gyarados.
those
So.
like, this was like one of those horde scenarios or whatever.
Oh, the mass outbreaks.
Yeah, outbreaks. That's it.
Love that. All right, so what was going on? This was early in me like getting reacquainted with the controls and everything, because I remember like, all right, I had like a stun items. I would use the stun items on the Pokemon, and then I would kind of go behind them and hit them in the back, and that gave you a better chance. So I was already previously like doing a run, just catching a bunch of Pokemon, and one of those space-time distortions had kind of popped up. I think that's what they're called, space-time.
Yep.
Yeah. So the Pokemon that will eventually pop up, they're only out for like 30 seconds to a minute, and then they disappear, and then a new like 3 or 4 will pop up. Well, I had ran out of sticky globs, so I was like, fuck. Because in the space-time distortions, whenever the Pokemon pop up, they are just aggroing you immediately. And it's hard to catch them without stunning them. You have to, like, battle them and then catch them. So I was like, screw that. So I started throwing down smoke bombs. And it was distorting, like, the Pokemon. Like, I couldn't see where they were. And I heard it. I seen like the stars, and I heard it, and I didn't have any sticky globs. So I'm flustered in that moment. So by the time I get to, like my Pokeball, and like I'm trying to like catch him, it disappears. But before it disappears, I did see what it was, which I'm not hurting too much because it's not like a Pokemon I'm very fond of, but I think it's a pretty good shiny. And that is a shiny Walrein. I missed out on a shiny
cool.
Walrein, which is purple.
Damn. Yeah.
So going from blue to purple, it's like different enough to where you're like, that's a pretty good shiny.
Mm-hmm.
But fucking missed it, and I was beating myself up. I was so pissed.
Damn. How long were you after that hunt?
I mean, that was actually maybe 30 minutes to an hour after I had caught the snow run.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so you've put 15-ish hours into this?
Like another.
You've only caught 2 shinies?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't been solely shiny hunting because, again, I go through those sticky globs really quickly. And I could just buy a bunch more, but I love the flow of getting all the crafting items, like organically finding them, and then crafting the sticky globs.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I'm surprised you haven't just encountered some, like, randomly.
Yeah, I was expecting to encounter more, especially with the shiny charm, but yeah, just those 3. Yeah, just those 3.
Very surprising.
Yeah, it's just those. But I must have forgot. I do have 3 alpha shinies.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was checking my my box, and I was like, whoa. Like, I knew I had the shiny alpha golem. And then I knew I had the shiny alpha barrel. Hell yeah. Do a barrel roll. But I forgot I had a shiny alpha Crobat. I knew I had a shiny Crobat.
Oh, yeah.
But I forgot I had an alpha one. So I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, thing's gooded.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
Let me get a hell yeah.
Hell yeah. But no surprise. I mean, game's just so fun. Enjoying it.
Fuck yeah.
Probably after this, I'm going to play some more. And Elaine's been playing a crap ton of it. She's already at the 4th area.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. So she's, what do they call themselves? She's already beat 3 of the loyal, what are they called? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the Guardians, Loyal Guardians or something?
Maybe, yeah. But she's beat 3
something
of
like
them.
that,
She's
yeah.
at the Coronet Highlands now. Which I can say, because by the time she sees this, she'll already have them. But she's about to get Hisuian Sneasler.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
so she
Yeah,
can actually
she'll be
start
able to
climbing
climb.
shit. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Frick yeah. But
has she got it shiny yet?
No. And I I mean, again, we've been playing a bunch together, and I'm like, this is it. You're going to get your first shiny. Well, I guess technically she has, but it was given to her. It's not fair because, they have that Ponyta mission where you get the shiny
right,
Ponyta.
right.
But I told her, I was like,
Mhm.
that doesn't count. That
Yeah,
is
it's
not
the
your
Red
first.
Gyarados equivalent in Johto.
Yeah, it's just, that's not your first. I'm sorry. But no, she has not encountered her first organic shiny yet. But I told her, like, hey, this is what you need to listen for. This is what you need to look out for. Because once it's on screen, even if it's far, if that Pokemon is in your field of vision and it's shiny, you're going to hear it and you're going to see it.
Mm-hmm. Dude,
So,
it's going to be like heroin when she sees that thing.
I know. And I just hope it's not during one of those space-time distortions, just because I know she'll get flustered.
Why didn't Melvin just try shiny hunting?
What? What? Sorry,
Crude joke.
I don't know if I get
Crude-ass
it
joke.
though.
Like that feeling, that sensation when you find a shiny.
Oh, dude, that's fucked. That's like darker than I was thinking it would be. Oh, this man's
he
going
would have
to
loved it.
Yeah.
He would have loved that joke.
Yeah. Given the context, he would have found that funny. He would have found that funny. What a goober. Oh, shoot.
What a goofy
I mean,
goobs.
I'm glad you brought him up because, January, was this 4 years? Yeah, it's got to be 4 years.
Yep.
Our boy.
R.I.P.
Never forget.
Never forget.
I'm just not over it, Just not
Just
over it.
not over it.
Dude, have you been seeing the fucking Big Man Blastoise? Dude, that's all I've been seeing. No. Now I'm embarrassed I did that. Dude,
What is
I've
that?
been seeing that all over my feed. Which I guess my feed is like just Pokemon when I'm on that account.
Yeah.
But just so many just reels. Big Man Blastoise. You haven't heard that song?
I gotta find
Dude,
that.
oh my gosh, yeah. Once you look it up, though, just know that's all you're going to see.
That's gonna cement my algorithm.
Dude, I mean, it's not bad, though. But yes, that's all you're going to see. Big
Damn.
Man Blastoise.
Big Man Blastoise. Big.
All right, so
man
Elaine and I have been
Blastoise.
playing a lot of Arceus. Still working on Naruto. I mean, every episode you're going to pretty much hear that we're working on Naruto because Naruto don't end. Just kidding.
Never.
One Piece don't end. Naruto ends, but it's going to be a while. But we did. I mean, not that. It was. Oh, I was going to
Ain't no
say
way.
another thing. Sorry?
Go ahead.
I was just going to say another thing that we, I guess, have been up to or finished. We finished season 2 of Squid Games.
Oh, nice. How did you like it?
Definitely liked it. We're not going to spoil anything, but
Yeah.
obvious. Well, I guess I can't say that, but it was good. I thought it was really good.
I will say the ending threw me off. I was like, what?
Yeah, the ending is going to throw everyone off, but
Yeah.
it was freaking good. It was super
Yeah,
good.
I definitely enjoyed it. What you need to watch now is the Beast Games. That shit's good.
Oh, fuck no, dude. I'm not gonna watch that.
Dude, you should. It's
No.
actually really entertaining.
I mean, like, that's the thing. That's the thing with a lot of those YouTube videos. Like, they're entertaining, but it's just
No,
not up my alley.
Amazon produced it. They spent like $200-300 million on this shit.
Yeah. With Mr. Beast, he can do whatever he wants.
Pretty
He
much.
could buy a Nintendo.
But it's like that good.
No, I'm sure it's great. Yeah. And who knows? If she brings it up and it's like, hey, I want to watch this, then we'll watch it. But we got Naruto, dude. You see this?
That's true. That's
you see
true.
this toad boy, this big toad boy behind me?
I sure do.
Yeah. No, we've got plenty of shit. But I'm
Fair
glad
enough.
you're enjoying it. Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty good shit. Oh, I don't think we ever mentioned it because of that hiatus, but I did end up watching all of Secret Level within like a couple days.
Oh, nice.
And I gotta say, man, the Pac-Man episode, one of the best. One of the best
And
episodes.
there's a game being made based off that episode.
Yeah.
which is crazy.
The Dungeons and Dragons one was really fucking good too.
Hell yeah. Wasn't that the first one?
Yeah.
Nice.
And unfortunately, the one with Kratos in it was kind of a bummer.
Oh my gosh, that's insane. That they would do
Yeah.
that. I'm not. I definitely.
Because he doesn't get his own episode.
Oh,
Kinda like
stupid.
A culmination of like different video game characters within this one episode. It's kind of hard to explain, but yeah. But as a whole, I really enjoyed the show. The Mega Man episode was pretty good too, but very short. I think it was like 6 minutes long.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
So IGN gave,
Concord one was actually pretty good too. I will say that.
I mean, when they showed off that first video for Concord, it was like, all right, this looks sick.
Yeah,
And then you showed the
get game
gameplay, and
you're
then it's like, oh, this looks like ass.
Yep.
But like, it seemed like this universe and setting and characters they were setting up like seemed cool. Like there could have been a cool narrative there, but it's like, stop making this type of ass game.
Yeah, I just don't get it.
Yeah. But I think IGN as a whole gave it a 6 out of 10. What would you give it?
I'd give it a solid 7. Yeah.
Solid 7?
Yeah, I mean, with an anthology, it's kind of hard to give the whole series like a solid number because like some of the episodes are great.
Yeah.
Some of them are kind of meh.
Right.
I don't think there were any that were like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah.
You know, like really shitty, but yeah, I give it a 7.
7.
Pretty good.
That's a very IGN score of you to give.
That is a very IGN score. Yeah, for sure.
I'm thinking there's a little too much of something in these
Too much
shorts.
water?
Too much water, maybe?
Yeah, speaking of God of War, though, Sony canceled a live action God of War recently. Like, not live action, sorry, a live service game, like a multiplayer game that they had in development. I have no idea what it could have been about or anything, but yeah, they had canceled that.
Yeah, like what? How would that have even played?
Yeah, I don't know. Because, I mean, they had the, like, multiplayer for Ascension, but it's like a, 2 to 4 player, like, hack and slash pretty much.
Yeah, but, like, no one ever talked about that, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, nobody really
been
played
good.
it. Yeah.
But, like, gosh. I'm kind of glad to hear that, because I feel like it could have been great, but it's just risky. Risky with a franchise you don't have to be risky with.
Exactly,
you know?
yeah. Nobody's coming to God of War to be like, oh, bro, let's hop on God of War.
Yeah, no one's like, you know what? God of War's gotten a little stale over the years. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yo.
Nobody.
I'm dropping Asgard, you drop Olympus, and then we're going to fucking meet up at the River of Styx.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, that hurts to hear.
Yeah, but I think the main factor in that was probably Concord. They spent so much fucking money on that. Just a random ass video game IP that they'd come up with. And then, because it wasn't just God of War that got canceled. I think it was like a few games that they just like swept the projects under the rug. Like, we're good. Like, we spent millions and millions of dollars on Concord. It failed. We don't have the resources to like maybe try this.
Yeah.
And have that fail also. So, yeah, I think it's probably their best bet to just fucking scrap it while they're ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, I may, like, look into it a little more, but just right off the bat with hearing that, I'm like, maybe that was for the best.
Yeah. But, like, there's not an idea I could come up with off the top of my head where I'm just like, that would make a fucking sick God of War multiplayer game, you know?
Right. Yeah, like I'm trying to think of a game that's done it, like a game that plays similarly that does that. Like, what would it even play like? You know, like I can't even come up with something.
Like a fighter, maybe? Like, that's the only thing I can maybe think of. But, like, you could just give those characters to fucking Mortal Kombat and get a payday out of it, you know?
Right. I mean, you've given Kratos to Soul Calibur,
Exactly.
you know?
Yeah, so I have no idea what it could have been.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I have no clue. Um, but here's a segue. I will say, speaking of something that Sony is doing,
Ooh.
you need to check out this game when you get a chance. So there's a new trailer, sick trailer, for a game called The Blood of Dawnwalker. The Blood of Dawnwalker is the first chapter of Rebel Wolf's brand new role-playing saga, a single-player, open-world dark fantasy action RPG with a strong focus on story and narrative. Developed on Unreal Engine 5 for PlayStation 5, and it's from the director of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
What is the name of this again?
The Blood of Dawnwalker. So yeah, when we finish up here, you need to check it out because it seriously is like a sick trailer, and it gives The Witcher vibes for sure. But in the best way possible.
Thumbnails, it definitely seems like very.
Just going over it really quick. You play as Cohen, a young man turned into a Dawnwalker, forever treading the line between the world of day and the realm of night. Use your skills and combine vampiric strength with human resolve as you take on a quest to save the ones you love. Face your foes, be they human monster or the ticking or the ticking clock itself. But remember, the real evil may bask in the sun's light, and the most loyal of allies could lurk under the cover of night. Decide which path to follow and whom to trust in Rebel Wolf's narrative sandbox, which I thought sounded really cool. Just
interesting.
Narrative sandbox alone. I'm like, oh, fuck. Okay, you got me. And at the end of that trailer, it revealed that we are getting a gameplay reveal this summer.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So
that's exciting.
I mean, dude, it looks pretty awesome. Not going to lie. And based off what they shown off, because some of this stuff was from the actual like website, developed on Unreal Engine 5 for PlayStation 5, so it's at least going to be a timed exclusive, but maybe it's a straight up PlayStation 5 exclusive.
Pretty optimized, I would imagine.
Yeah. But we also got, because I think this is also for PlayStation 5, we got a sick new Phantom Blade Zero boss fight gameplay trailer that's shown off, a boss fight that revealed some new weapons and also revealed that the release date will be revealed this year. But it was a sick boss fight. And then like the music came in and I was like, oh man, this was a good choice of music. Very Doom inspired, I'll say. Music wise.
Tomorrow, so this will already be out by the time this podcast is out, but tomorrow there's a direct for Xbox, I guess.
Oh, okay.
It's a developer's direct, so it's probably more indie stuff, but we might see something cool.
Because I heard that there was going to be this in this month, and I had first heard that we are going to see, or it was rumored that we were going to see something on the new Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion remake during the showcase this month. But then I had seen something that was saying that they don't think we're going to see it this month. So I guess it's still technically on the table. If this is like legit, we could be seeing something during the showcase, which would be awesome.
Well, I'd like that, or Fable would be cool.
Honestly, please, frickin' please, my 1 and 2, please.
Yeah,
give me something.
Yeah, I'm stoked for either one of those. So I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, they'll probably show some Avowed stuff, I imagine, because that comes out next month.
Oh, that's a February game?
Yeah, because I think it was originally supposed to come out last year, like late last year,
Mm-hmm.
and then they pushed it because so many games are just like flooding. They're like, well, they literally put out a statement like, there's so many good games coming out. We're going to give you guys some time, so we're going to delay it by a couple months or some shit. Which
I'm not mad.
is probably something where they're like, well, let's not tell them we're not ready, but let's tell them we're not ready.
But like, in my mind, a smart and respectful way to do it. Because I've said many times, like, oh my gosh, can we just not get so many games? Like, I know I'm not over here playing them all, but gosh, I'm like overwhelmed just at the thought of wanting to play some of these.
Yeah. Well, it's like between that and like releasing a game that you know wasn't ready, I'm over that shit.
Oh
like,
yeah,
stop
I think
putting shit out that isn't optimized and glitches everywhere. Like, unless you're Skyrim or Oblivion, I don't want it.
Oh yeah, for real. I think
I'm cool with some NPCs ragdolling every once in a while, but
I know, like Elder Scrolls can. It would be so funny if like they cleaned up this next Elder Scrolls. Whenever we get it, they cleaned it up just
God.
perfectly. Like we didn't have it, but they left like one character in there who just ragdolls every time you see him as just like a meme.
That would be fucking hilarious.
That would. Or maybe it could be two characters. It's like one character they took from Oblivion, and then another character they took from Skyrim, and just put them in this game, and they're just super fucking glitchy throughout the entire game.
Yeah.
I don't know. That would be funny.
That would be, I'd love that. I know, shit. What was I going to say? I can't remember. I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3 a lot.
Nice. Did you make it further than we made it?
I'm pretty much like right at that spot.
That's
like
crazy.
I think there's a few missions that we've done on our playthrough.
Yeah.
That I haven't done yet, so I'm like almost at that spot. Yeah. But I'm in Act 3.
Okay, sick. So, because you're playing with mods and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got like 30 mods or so.
How has this, now that it's like been a little while, coming back to it, almost somewhat being fresh, with having done our first D&D session, how has this playthrough experience been with mods?
Oh, yeah. I mean, mods only kind of like elevate your games, right? Unless something breaks, God forbid. But
right.
Yeah, it's been quite a bit of fun. I mean, most of mine are like aesthetic mods, so just like jewelry on my tiefling's horns and like different face models and shit like that.
Right.
There's I almost downloaded a mod that made Withers have some big ass titties. I unfortunately didn't do it because I respect my boy Withers, you know what I'm saying?
We need a better what was her name? We need a better sex scenes with Lilith mod, or whatever her name was.
Mizora,
yeah. I don't know why I was thinking Lilith. I'm thinking like Diablo shit for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But yes, because I was let down. Gosh, I was let down.
Yeah, I do have the polyamory mod, so that way I could fuck everybody without everybody getting mad at me. So here's the list of people I've already had sex with.
Here's the updated list.
I've fucked Lae'zel.
Nice.
Will. Actually, no.
Shit.
I don't know if me and Shit. No, I don't think me and Will have actually slept together, but I did kiss him and he like danced with me or whatever. So I'll say Lae'zel. Still not Shadowheart. That one's hard to get. We've like been on a date or whatever, and then whatever. But yeah, Karlak. So Lae'zel, Karlak.
I bet she can ride.
No Gale yet.
Sorry,
Dude,
that felt weird to say. I'm sorry.
She penetrated me.
Oh,
for
nice.
sure with that horn. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure she fucks harder than anyone in the game.
Yeah. Asterion. Yeah, no. It was kind of mid.
Yeah, it's just like, try hard.
Yeah.
Get your fangs out of me.
Fuck, who else? Who else is there?
The
There's Housen, but I didn't fuck him.
what about the did you already say it? The mage? The sorcerer?
Oh, yeah, Gale.
Gale.
Yeah, no, me and him haven't. We
Oh,
haven't been adventuring
but
together.
we've seen that scene, and that's actually magical.
Yeah, we
literally.
did, and I think in our playthrough we did
Yeah.
because we fucked him, and I made him stay in bear form. So.
Well, house him, yes, but like Gale, you did the magical.
Oh,
with
yeah,
Truck.
yeah. Sorry.
with Matt's character.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
No, that was a very, very like good sex scene.
It was literally
surprisingly.
magical.
It was very romantic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Mistra.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the other.
Oh, I fucked the Emperor again last night.
Oh,
But
nice.
I
Nice.
made him stay in his human form this time.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, it's a step up from last time for sure.
Yeah, no tentacles this time.
Oh. And then I just can't forget when everyone's seen. Like
Oh, yeah,
everyone
yeah.
in your party like seen. I can't remember why, but that was just.
It's because like the
hilarious.
Illithid powers through the worm, they can kind of just like communicate with each other. So they were just like, "What the fuck is happening?"
That is just that's too funny.
And yeah, that kind of diminishes their respect to you,
Yeah.
especially if you're like trying to romance them.
Right. Right.
So yeah, that kind of locked me out of some romancing.
Damn. Shit.
It is what it is. Shit.
Shit.
But yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 is pretty much all I've been playing recently. Fucking TikTok got banned and unbanned within 12 hours or so.
I did see that.
We last recorded. Yeah, I kind of figured something like that would happen. If they didn't take it down, then it would be back pretty soon.
Yeah,
I didn't expect 12 hours, but
I've been seeing something. I don't know if it's like still the plan, but like Mr. Beast is like wanting to buy it or some shit.
dude, there's no way.
Or it's maybe it's just for the clicks, the content, but
Oh, absolutely.
just
yeah.
videos of
course
him
he
like in
wants
a
to.
plane. I'm on the way with this guy and we're looking to buy TikTok. Here we go. You know.
Like, listen, Mr. Beast is rich, but he is not by TikTok rich.
Well, I think he was speaking with like other I don't know if he's a billionaire, but other rich people. Who I don't think it'd just be him solely buying it. But maybe
Yeah, I could see him being
going
like
in
a
with
shareholder
people.
or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
I don't know. I've just been
think-
seeing just these random clips of it, so
Yeah, I want to say I saw an article where like Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank, the like bald dude with like the like crown, the old guy crown. He had offered like 50 billion or something. He
Oh
doesn't
my
have that
God.
money. Yeah, he doesn't have $50 billion.
Oh my gosh, he's like the kind of mean one, right?
Yeah, he's the mean one. But, like
Yeah.
he's a billionaire, but like
Right.
probably like single digit billionaire.
That's crazy.
He's not 50 billion worth, but I mean, you can. I don't know how all that shit works. Trust me, I've never bought a fucking multi-billion
I don't
dollar
get
company.
money. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we do have a game to play.
Yes. Let's go ahead and get to that. Yeah, because I don't know how long it's gonna take.
So,
But I'm excited for this game.
So, based on these dex entries, we are going to play 20 questions and see if we can name these Pokemon
Yes.
just based on the dex entry.
Right. Righto. Right.
All right,
You
so
are.
I have 5. Chris has 5. Do you want to start?
Yes. I'll start, and I'll just in no particular order. Because we are also doing. I want to make note. We are doing Gen 1 through 4. I can't remember if you already said that, but we're doing Gen 1 through 4. So if we are to play this game again, maybe we can do the latter half. All right, so the dex entry for this Pokemon. This Pokemon has a dream of one day soaring in the sky. In doomed efforts to fly, this Pokemon hurls itself off cliffs. As a result of its dives, its head has grown tough and as hard as tempered steel.
Huh. Okay. What the fuck? Is this Pokemon a fossil Pokemon?
No.
Okay. Is this Pokemon from Gen 4?
No.
Oh, shit. Okay. This is Pokemon Gen 3?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. What's a good question? Does this Pokemon have like 2 arms and 2 legs?
Yes.
Does this Pokemon have any wings whatsoever?
No.
Okay. What color is this Pokemon?
I think it's just yes or no questions.
Oh, right, yeah. Is this Pokemon like silver? Like metallic?
Yes, parts. I'll give you that one.
Parts, okay. This Pokemon throws itself off of cliffs, and in doing so, it has like a weird, rough-shaped head.
As a
Is that what
result
you
of
basically
its
said?
dives, its head has grown tough and as hard as tempered steel. So we won't count like a repeat of a dex entry for a question,
Okay.
since you were given that information.
Does this Pokemon have 3 evolutions? Like, sorry, stage 1, 2, and 3?
So basic, stage 1, stage 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Is this stage 2? Or
No.
like middle stage? It's not the middle stage?
What is your question?
Is it like the middle stage Pokemon?
No.
No. Fuck. Yeah, this is hard. This is actually pretty hard.
I mean, you think about it. That's Gen 1 through 4. That's
It's
almost
like
500.
it's like 500 Pokemon.
Yeah, it's like 500 Pokemon. It's
But like I know Gen 3 like really well, and nothing is coming to mind right now. Like I had an inkling, but now it's like
yeah.
nothing.
Well, I mean, when the pressure's on, like it's just you just kind of go blank. It's like, oh, I can't even name 10 Pokemon right now.
So it's not the middle stage. Is it the 3rd stage?
No.
So it's a first form. Interesting. Is it Aaron?
No.
Fuck. Oh, it's Trapinch.
No.
What? Oh. Really? Oh, man.
Really?
You gotta be kidding me. Oh, man. I'm gonna feel like a fucking idiot once I know it, too. I can already tell. So I imagine in its later stages it does fly. Or I would at least assume. What the fuck could this be? Alright, so some of it is silver? Silver-ish. I'm trying to like figure out like, okay, is this Pokemon ground, rock, or normal typing?
No.
Either of those? No. Is this water, fire, or electric typing?
No.
What the fuck? Are you keeping track of how many questions this is?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't trust myself to keep count of counted to 20.
How many am I
I gotta
at?
make note of it. You just asked your 13th question.
Oh, wow. Okay. Thought I was way higher than that.
Yeah, there was one I gave you
No.
because you were like, I think you asked, is it like the final evolution? And then you said, like, is it the middle evolution? So I counted that as one question. Which,
Gotcha,
I mean, you
gotcha.
eventually asked, is it the final evolution? So,
Yeah.
But yeah,
Uh,
you just asked. You got 7 more.
okay. Is it ghost, dark, or psychic?
No.
What the fuck? Really? Is it poison, grass, or flying? Can't be flying yet.
No.
What the fuck am I missing? What could I possibly be missing?
What is happening?
Is it...
Don't you be looking up shit. I'm trusting you.
No, I'm using mine to like gauge like weaknesses and stuff that I haven't like named.
You're using your what?
Mine for you. My questions for you.
Oh. That's fair. You can do that.
What is it? Steel? Is it steel type?
No.
What the fuck? Dude, there's no way.
It's terrestrialized. It's all type.
That's kind of what it seems like at this point. What if I... Oh. No, I don't think so. Wait. Is it ice?
No.
Fuck you, dude. There's...
Dude.
How? How is this possible? I think I might give up. I don't know if I could ask like the questions to get there.
It's fair. It's fair. You just let me know if you want to give up.
Okay, let me think hard about this real quick.
Yeah, give it,
Is this a legendary? Oh no, because it has evolutions. Never mind. Don't count that.
I'm counting it.
Okay, is this a cute Pokemon?
I mean, subjective, right? But
Yeah, but I know your taste.
I want to. So do I find it cute?
Yeah. Huh.
No. Like a 7 out of 10. Not really my type, but I know people find this Pokemon cute. So I don't think it's fair for me to say it's not.
Okay. So this is a fighting type Pokemon. I got there. Yes or no?
Is it a question?
Yeah.
No.
Fuck you, dude.
You have
Ain't
one
no way.
more question.
Okay.
This is too good.
This sucks. This is hard, man.
It is, and we've got a ways to go.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's our podcast. We do what we want.
Is this Pokemon? What could the Pokemon be, though? What could it be? Lotad.
Poor little lily pad just longs for the sky. No. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So, this type of Pokemon is a dragon type Pokemon.
Oh.
This
It's Bagon!
is Bagon.
No!
If you would have
I was
asked dragon,
you know
you
what's
would have
fucked
got
up?
it.
Yeah, you know what's fucked up? I
What?
was like, all right, it's not a legendary. Pseudo-legendary, that's Metagross for, the third gen. I did not even think about Salamence.
Well, that was
Fuck
the
me.
only gen to have two, right?
Yes.
Like pseudos.
Well, I don't know if it was the only one, but definitely like one of them.
But, I mean, like, Salamence and Metagross are. Do they still look at the basic and stage 1s as pseudos?
I mean, I think just the whole line.
So the whole
Those, like,
line, if
pseudo-legendaries?
you were like, is it
I
a
imagine.
pseudo-legendary, the correct answer would have been yes.
Salamence. I would assume that whole chain,
The whole chain.
along with like Metagross, the whole evolution line. I assume they would all be pseudo-legendaries, but I don't know.
That's
But
interesting.
yeah,
Like if
I knew I'd
someone's
fucking
like,
be pissed.
yes. Honestly, if someone was like, yo, Matang, my favorite pseudo, I'd be like, you're kind of fucking wrong. That's not a pseudo. I don't know. I may need to look that one up.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
But yeah, bag on. All right, so hit me. Honestly, as you were like asking those questions, that's when it kind of became surreal for me. Like, whoa, this is gonna be fucking hard.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I'm a little scared.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right. Its tail discharges electricity into the ground, protecting it from getting shocked. If the electric pouches in its cheeks become fully charged, both ears will stand straight up.
All right, one more time for me, please.
Its tail discharges electricity into the ground, protecting it from getting shocked. If the electric pouches in its cheeks become fully charged, both ears will stand straight up.
Okay. All right. I guess with hearing that, I don't know if it's to throw me off, but the first question is this an electric type Pokemon? Or is
Yes.
electric in its typing? Let me word it that way.
Right.
Yes. All right. All right. I thought ahead a little bit on this in the wording of questions or what to ask
Okay.
first. Is the Pokemon from an odd-numbered generation? So
Yeah.
that would be 1 or 3.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. Is this
Yes.
Pokemon from Gen 1?
Yes.
All right. Are you keeping track of my questions?
Yep.
That doesn't count as a question, by the way.
Yes, it does.
No! All right. So, electric type Gen 1. This can't be too hard, right? This can't be too hard.
Yeah.
All right. Pouches on its cheek. Okay. I always think you're like trying to like throw me off because like at first it like seems kind of easy, but maybe that's part of your game because you know I'm gonna overthink this.
I did go through all these dex entries and I tried to make them the more interesting ones.
Oh, okay. Is this? All right. Is this Pokemon Raichu?
Correct.
Okay. Boom, baby. Let's go. What was
Yeah.
that? 4 or 5 questions?
4. You got it on the 4th question, yeah.
Hell yeah. I'd imagine if I was to guess, you gave me the easiest one first
Probably, yeah.
of yours.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Are you ready?
No.
Actually, hold on. Let me get some type of order here. I'm going to choose a color to let me know that we've already done that one, although it's 5. All right. Ready?
Yep.
Although it looks frightening, it is actually kind and affectionate. It is very popular among women. Women.
Very popular among women.
Yes.
Okay,
Although it looks
is
frightening,
this-
it is actually kind and affectionate. It is very popular among women.
Okay, is this from Gen 1 or 2?
Yes.
Is this from Gen 2?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see here. Is this Pokemon... Does this Pokemon evolve?
Yes.
Okay, so this Pokemon evolves, but it hasn't been evolved to already? Like, it's not a pre-evolution?
Yeah, no, I answered it.
Or,
the
sorry,
correct way.
it's not a final. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Does this Pokemon have 3 forms of evolution?
No.
No. Huh. Popular with the women, eh?
Popular with the women, eh? Must have a vibrating mode. Some type of vibration going on.
Oh, it's a Rotom. Oh, never mind. That's Gen 2.
The Rotom vibrator. Oh, gosh. Must be the washing machine, Rotom.
Fuck. The Rotom Rose Toy. Damn.
Rotom
okay.
Bunny.
So what was my last question? Does it have 3 forms?
Yeah, does it have 3 forms?
You said no?
No.
Okay, so it's got 2 forms and it's currently in its base form. It's cute and scary, you say? And it's
Although
also
it looks
popular with the
frightening,
women.
it is actually kind and affectionate. It is very popular among women.
Okay. Is this a small Pokemon?
What would you say classifies as like small? Like cutie. What is cutie fly like a tiny itsy bitsy? Like that's not small.
Well, I mean, that's teeny, yeah.
Yeah, I think that is.
I'd say small is like Pikachu size.
Yes.
Yes.
So
it's about
ask
that-
your question again. Is it a small Pokemon?
Yeah, is it a small Pokemon?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. Is this Pokemon brown?
No.
Huh. Okay. Is this Pokemon fire type?
No.
Ugh. Damn, what could this be? What is the Gen 2 roster?
Let me go through my photographic memory here.
Is this...
Come on, Johto boy.
I know, seriously.
It's a whole new world
we live in.
It's a whole new world to see.
Is this... Okay, is it
Be the best you can be.
rock, poison, or ground types?
No. 3 hours later.
Is it ice, dark, or psychic?
No.
You gaze at fighting or normal?
No.
What the fuck? Is it grass or water or poison? I don't know if I asked that.
I think you did, but no.
Is it dragon?
It's Dragon again. No, it's not.
Fuck.
I
What
just used Bagon, but used another Dex entry from a different game. That would be
that's funny.
hilarious.
You used it from Soul Silver, so it's technically still Gen 2.
That's funny.
Okay.
Also, I
So-
was choosing whichever Dex entries I wanted to choose.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's cute. It's a cute Pokemon. I don't know what fucking type it could be. Okay, what am I missing? I think maybe Steel. Fairy. I don't think I'm going to count that because it's Gen 2, technically. What the fuck is scary but the women like it? Is it a BBC? That doesn't count.
Yeah. Beep, 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 beep.
Fuck, dude. This game is hard. This fucking game is hard, man.
It is.
When you have so many fucking options.
Oh, yeah. At
Okay,
least it's like been narrowed down to like under 100.
Yeah, that is true.
But I mean,
99 or
still,
something.
it's who can name off, all the Pokemon from any gen,
Oh.
with this pressure.
Ooh. Is it a Snubble?
It is Snubble. Ding, 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 ding.
See, I almost factored out Fairy.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Once you said that, I started kind of smiling to myself.
Nice. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is cute but also scary?
And did you know, because I had some information just ready in case you were to ask certain questions. Did you know that Snubble can be both a male and female, but 75% of the time it's a female? So it's harder to find a male Snubble.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Very cool.
But I guess it makes sense because when you look at Gramble, at least, it looks more like aggressive, masculine.
Yeah. Did you know that Raichu is 66 pounds?
I didn't, but that doesn't surprise me too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's 2'7".
Yeah, I think I didn't have the height, but I want to say that Gramble is like 2 feet. Oh, sorry, Snubble was 2 feet because I remember him from the Detective Pikachu.
Yeah, Gramble is
movie.
actually pretty fucking big.
Yeah, I think he was big. All right, but
Yeah,
you got
that's
that
true.
on question 13.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
I'll take that.
Freaking nice, brother.
Sorry for the abrupt ending, but it seems that Chris's internet is an absolute stinking pile of fucking dog shit because that is the second time he got disconnected. Go Xfinity, I suppose. But this will be the end of the podcast. So make sure to like, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Yeah. That was episode 113. Peace.